Tech Piccolo. We're talking about Tech Piccolo today. Wow. It's like this unit has a plethora of issues. And the funny part is that this guy comes out alongside this guy right over here. And this guy is an absolute beast in the God event, yet this guy is absolute butt cheeks in there. And the reason why he's so bad in there is because this guy doesn't gain defense on super attack, and you must have this guy come back on turn and also perform attacks to build up all of his attack and defensive buffs. So he has to come back on turn 3 times to build up his 60% attack and defense, and he has to perform 3 attacks to build up his 60% attack and defense right over here. So that's a total of 120% attack and defense combined on top of his 60% attack and defense start turn. So not only is this guy only going to have flat defense when he is fully built up, but he doesn't gain an attack and defensive buff on super attack, which is very, very bad for this guy. It's like for in third form Frieza, at least he's gaining a defensive buff on super attack already with his stacking attack, and this guy can quadruple super attack, but this guy is just flat defense after he builds it up fully. Now sure, he definitely does have that additional 40% attack and defense from his support type buff, but that's all. It's like 60% attack and defense on top of his 120% attack and defense. That's 180% attack and defense. And if you factor in his support type buff, that is 220% attack and defense. That raw defense is not going to save this guy in the God event. He will get completely crushed. Now, could you use him in there? Yes, you could. But the only real reason you would use him in there is to, I guess, make Namek Goku look better. Or is he right over here? That would be the only reason you would ever want to use this guy in the God events, to make this guy look better, or hell, to make AGL full power Frieza look better. But guess what? He already has the in third form Frieza, so why the hell would you go ahead and run this guy anyways? So inside the God event, this guy was a bit of a he was a liability. Because even with that total of 220% attack and defense, including his support type buff, of course, this guy can get touched and explode. And I do not know why they did this stupid design where they gave him a chance to change Rainbow Key Spears. Do you guys really think that recovering HP per Rainbow Key Spear obtained is powerful? If we're talking about Int Buhan at the time of his release for Extreme Int, sure, definitely understood because he was the best healer in the game when he had first came out. But this, my friend, no. This is not a powerful ability, especially since he only has a chance to change Rainbow Key Spears. This is probably the worst part about his passive, and this guy is more so built for Battle Road Dokkan Battlefield. He was built for off-meta content, not for meta content, and I think it's kind of stupid. Now sure, is every banner unit supposed to be meant for meta content? You can make the case no, but I think that at least every banner unit should have some sort of viability inside meta content, because you want to drop a unit that will help you defeat that boss you have not been able to defeat. For example, during the God event, let's say Quitella, right? Even though Quitella I'm pretty sure is like int. It's like, let's say like they made this Piccolo like physical to go up against that int God event boss, and he's absolute just beast in there, because all they would have to do to make this Piccolo much more better is have this guy guard or have a high amount of damage reduction when you have a Planet Namek Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. Pity pat, we're done. And then make his key changing unrestricted. If they made his key changing unrestricted and then gave him like guard or damage reduction when you had a Planet Namek Saga category ally attacking the same turn with him, he'd be a beast because he's already supporting the team. And then they would give him an attack and defensive off on super attack. This guy could have been way better. He could have been so stupidly powerful. They could have restricted him to Planet Namek Saga characters only, because, I mean, the LR SSJ Goku and the LR Full Power Frieza already obliterate the God event, so why not have this guy help them even further by making him a beast on rotation to help out those two? It's like, sure, LR Full Power Frieza already has the Sworn Enemy Support Third Form Frieza, but Goku has him? Goku has him. Why would they do that? It's so easy. It's such a simple design that they could have just done, but they decided not to. So, will this guy work in today's content? Hell to the no. This guy does not gain the attack defensive buff on super attack. His build up is rather slow, and even when he's fully built up, his defense is not enough. 220% attack and defense. What is that going to do for him inside meta content? It's getting him smoked. It's getting him body bagged. He's getting crushed inside the dump truck. So let's go and take a look at how many 200% leader skills this absolute trash bag is on. So this Piccolo is on 200% leader skills, and honestly, I expected it because him being a Piccolo unit. So he is on the Shala Kid Gohan 200 leader skill. This guy's going to be showing up in a bunch of my videos because this guy just has a lot of characters on his 200% leader skill. So he's on the Shala Kid Gohan 200 leader skill. He's on the Hachiai Goku 200 leader skill. He's also on the Power Awakening Piccolo 200% leader skill to Battle of Wits and Bond of Master Disciple, along with him being on the LRZ Boys 200% leader skill to Power of Wishes and Connected Hope, which is interesting because I never knew that this guy was on Power of Wishes. It's pretty cool. So what is good about this guy? The only good thing about this guy is the fact that he is a Planet Namek Saga support type unit. That's it. Him being a Planet Namek Saga support type unit of 3 key and 40% attack and defense is obviously really, really good, but the problem is that him himself sucks. Because you have a unit like in third form Frieza running around during the God Event meta, and you have this guy just twiddling his thumbs. It's like, he's bad. He's bad. He gets touched, he dies. It's like, when we want to use a new unit in meta content, this guy is a just big liability because he wants to do attacks to build up, and he wants to be on turn to get that additional attack and defensive buff 3 turns in a row, starting from that first turn, of course. So the only good thing about this guy is the fact that he is a Planet Namek Saga support, and that is pretty much it. Now, what is bad about this guy? So where do we even start? So the first thing that's bad about this guy is the fact that he doesn't gain an attack and defensive buff on super attack, or just defensive buff on super attack as a whole. This guy only can get up to a raw amount of defense of 220% attack and defense. There's 60% attack and defense right over here. There is 120% attack and defense right over here when he's fully built up, so that's 180% attack and defense as a whole. And there's an additional 40% attack and defense from a support type buff. So in total, he can get up to 220% attack and defense, which sounds cool and all, but guess what? That raw defense is not saving him inside the God Event. It's like this guy will look like a beast inside Battle Road because he's lowering attack on super, which is definitely really nice, and I really, really like that. But it's like 220% attack and defense when he's fully built up, and not to mention, he has to be on turn to build up too. So he's just a raw attack and defensive unit that has a chance to change Rainbow Key Spirits. Having a chance to change Rainbow Key Spirits is the most unhelpful thing you can have inside your passive. It's like, that's one of the reasons I did not like Tech Gogeta. I really wished that that was unrestricted, but hey, to each his own. And the fact that this guy can recover HP for Rainbow Key Spirit obtained sounds cool, but in a vacuum, the reason why they made this a chance to change Rainbow Key Spirits is because Dokkan thought that this would be powerful. Which, let me tell you guys, recovering 6% HP per Rainbow Key Spirit obtained, I'm sorry, that's not powerful. That's just not. So Dokkan really thought that this was OP when in a vacuum it's not. Because it's just a chance. A chance? That's the main issue with this guy. This him having a chance to change Rainbow Key Spears. It's like, to fix this guy, alright, here is how I fix this guy. Damage reduction or guard when you have a Planet Namek Saga category ally attack in the same turn. I cracked the code! I cracked the code. Shout out to Havo High, by the way. If anyone watches Havo High, that's my guy right there. And give him defense on super attack. That's it. That's all. That's all we have to do. I don't have much to say about this guy. What is some of his best linking partners? I want to go ahead and just put that in the video. Yeah. Ooh, wait till this bad boy gets easy, eh? Oh yeah, I cannot wait. Namekian needs a new leader, by the way. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I will catch you guys in the next video. I love you all. Peace.